Hi, I'm Emma Day, and I'm going to be telling you about how antidepressants affect the mind. So first, I wanted to go over some objectives and key terms. The two main questions we'll be looking into are what is depression and how do antidepressants affect the mind? As for the key terms, neurons are cells in the brain that are responsible for communicating with other neurons. Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers that your body requires in order to function. They carry the chemical signals from one neuron to the next target cell, which can be another nerve cell, muscle cell, or a gland. Norepinephrine is a neurotransmitter that regulates attention, arousal, cognitive functions, and stress reactions. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that regulates body functions such as digestion, mood, sleep, nausea, blood clotting, and bone health. Reuptake is the process in which the neurons of the brain retrieve chemicals that were not received by the next neuron. So what is depression? Our brains consist of several networks that allow parts of our brain to communicate. The activated neurons send out the neurotransmitters that are sending messages to the next neurons. Depression can be a result of disruptions in neural networks. It can also be a result of chemical imbalance. People who experience depression often have increased levels of monoamine oxidase A, which is an enzyme that breaks down the important neurotransmitters, leading to low levels of serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine. The chemical process of antidepressants, as I mentioned before, consists of neurons that are activated that will release the neurotransmitters to send the messages. And there's two main types of antidepressants, like the most common ones. The first one being selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, also known as SSRIs. They're called selective because they're mainly affecting the serotonin and no other transmitters. They do this by blocking the reabsorption of serotonin into neurons, which leaves more of the chemical available in order to improve the relaying of messages between the neurons. The second common antidepressant is the serotonin and norepinephrine reuptake inhibitors. These are also known as SNRIs. They increase serotonin and norepinephrine levels, and they do this by blocking the reuptake of serotonin and norepinephrine, which improves the transmitting of messages between these neurons. This little diagram here kind of depicts the process of this. You can see that these are the reuptake transporters for the serotonin and norepinephrine, and the SNRIs blocking this transporter in order for more of the serotonin and norepinephrine neurons to reach the receptors. Okay, so a summary of the main points we went over in this. Antidepressants fall under several categories, the two most common ones being selective serotonin uptake inhibitors and the serotonin and norepinephrine uptake inhibitors. The goal of antidepressants is to balance the chemicals in the brain. The chemical process of antidepressants consists of blocking the reuptake or reabsorption of specific neurotransmitters in order to improve the relaying of messages between neurons. And most antidepressants increase levels of dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine through the process mentioned above. Thank you. These are my references, and I hope you took something out of this video.